Hello, all viewers who are there. I'm waiting for my other, you know, co-host or the person to join. I'm waiting for him to join. Mr. Shivraj, you are there? He will be joining us soon. Hello, Divya ma'am. I'm also happy to see your message. Hello, Abhishek. Really good to have you in this. I'm waiting for him to join. Let us see. Mr. Shivraj, you are there? Wishing you all a very happy Republic Day. And meanwhile, I'm waiting for him to join. Let me see. I'm keeping my video off for a time. Just wait. I'll be back. Yes, yes. Welcome, Shivraj.
You are able to see my video?
Yes, yes. Very well. And
Okay.
your camera is tilt. You have to keep it in a horizontal way.
Okay.
Now it's better. So,
Okay.
yes. So, I would like to welcome all the viewers over there who all have joined just now, and I'm happy to see the family and friends of mine, and in fact the students also today in this. And I hope that you are also having your family, friends, and your colleagues who are going to listen you today on this very beautiful day of 26th January. So once again, I would like to wish everyone over there happy Republic Day. And before starting this session, I would like to recite few lines, you know, given by Mr. Manoj Muntasir Sahab. And आज का दिन बिना इसके शुरुआत नहीं हो सकता. So let have this gratitude for our motherland that तेरी मिट्टी में मिल जावा गुल बन के खिल जावा इतनी सी है दिल की आरज़ू तेरी नदियों में बह जावा तेरी फसलों में लहरावा ये है दिल की आरज़ू. So because of this day we are feeling so in sync. The constitution has been given to us and we are actually breathing in a free air. So, with this today, I'm going to introduce our speaker of the day, Mr. Shivaraj Swami. And I must say, I read his book. He was basically he's a software engineer by profession, but by heart, he is having a heart of a gold who's ready to serve the people around the community in large. What a thought! Because being into a profession of total technical, arena and switching to a very different, dealing with a different thing that is a human emotion. So, and I'm also happy to share this that I read his book, The Action Speaks. Really, it is a wonderful book, and I read it in one go because I don't feel like to leave it in between. Because one after other, there are so many real stories of serving the community. You know that's something really good, and that gives me a feeling that you being into any of the profession, still you should have a heart to serve the community. And I would say that he is from Tirupur district of Tamil Nadu and has been honored as a distinguished alumni by Sri Krishna College of Technology, where he earned his Bachelor of Engineering degree in Computer Sciences. The two different emotions, the technical and being human. It's really good. So, and must say on weekends, Sivaraj dedicates his time to volunteer activities with various NGOs, a commitment he has upheld for the past 15 years. He also has a passion for traveling to historical places in India. I read one of your story where you reach some place and then you have some severe back injury, but again you stayed there and then the next moment you have to come back to the other place. So that was such an inspiring thing that what is there in your thought, you have to just live it. So it is like in his professional career, Shivraj has received numerous awards for his contributions to the software company where he works. He has also served on the interview panel at Infosys IT company, interviewing over 100 candidates during his tenure. So this is, I think, just a small intro of this great person with a great thought. But there is much more we can learn today from him and from his journey of being as an author and as a software engineer. So, Shivraj, please tell me that, and to the viewers over there, that how do you stay motivated to continue serving others and making a positive impact and also your source of inspiration? Over to you.
Yeah, thanks for giving me a brief introduction. Yeah, maybe I can start from my childhood days, how I have grown up, and I can just pick it from there. So from childhood, actually, I don't know how it came to me. I was always want to serve to the country in whatever way it is possible. In childhood, I used to see a lot of news channels, and I also kind of when I was studying sixth and seventh standard, I used to go in my native. I used to go to if there are any political parties, if they are organizing any there are stage, there is some events which is happening, which are conducted by political parties. I just used to see and how the leader speaks and how they are organizing the events in such a way, and I have seen the realities of how the leader actually speaks. I mean, not all the leaders. There are few leaders who speaks, but actually in the ground reality, it will be totally different. And how they show it in the TV, in the news channels, is totally different. That's what I have seen during my early days itself. So I was thinking how this like kind of the difference is coming. I mean, there are like people who talks, but in reality, in action, it is not happening. So it was kind of stuck in my mind. And after I did my college, so after I did my engineering, so I was in kind of like I want to do something, but because now I have anyway like I have completed my schooling and I'm completed my college as well. So at the time I sent an email to Abdul Kalam and saying like I want to do something for the country, but I don't know what to do or how to start or where to start. So he responded to me. He responded to my email stating that do whatever you are doing currently with full commitment and with full responsibility. That will be the actual thing you are going to. That is the nation. That is what you have to serve in the nation. So after that, I was not sure like what to do. So it happens automatically, like we usually say, right? How the universe automatically like it will find its own way. So after I completed my college, I have started working in an IT company, HCL. So there I got the opportunity. I was looking for like something which I can do to like serve the nation. So I just got an opportunity to volunteering over there. So in the weekends, there will be like a lot of events happening to go to different schools, different old age homes like that. I started, and it was not it was like very happy for me inside, like why. So right, Monday to Friday I will be working in IT company, then Saturday Sunday I used to go around. It was very happy and satisfying for me to go
I
there
can
and
do that
meet different
because
people.
one thing I should add it on when the people they are just after Fridays specifically they want to spend the time with in different activities. You are actually gaining a lot. You are actually, I think that's a kind of a relaxation. That's a kind of a soul relaxation for you because maybe the venturing out or going to watch. There are so many things with the people they are doing on their weekends and utilizing these 2 days for such a beautiful cause. I think this is a soul satisfying thing which you had achieved. So must say this is incredible. And I would like to add one thing. As I mentioned that I read your book. You call the, everybody the action speaks, the trims and the everything. The two stories which touched me is one is like AIDS shelter home and to keep yourself in the watchman's shoes. No, these two were really good. So because we know that the people they are working in the many NGOs and they're doing, but the way you had bring out all those real emotions, although they are the real ones, this actually this has touched me a lot. And the best part of this book, which I mentioned in the review also, that after every story you asked the reader what you will do when you are going to be in such situation. So everybody has a different perception and the way to handle the situation. So can you please share any of your personal experience where taking action made a significant difference in someone's life?
Okay, yeah. Like all other people, I also used to worry a lot. I mean, if something happens, I was thinking why it is not happening, because usually it's nature for people to worry. But I thought of doing, if you do, yes, it can be a very small step, but if you do it in a right direction, I have seen the results. And the efforts, always believe in karma. So if you put effort, then automatically it will come back. Whatever it might not be coming back in the same place where we have put the effort, but it will automatically it will show it in somewhere else. And in one of the incidents where I can say is about like the first story I can say, which I have mentioned in the book. So it's about the story. It's about there is a pond in Tirunalar. There is a famous temple in Puducherry Union Territory, and that is for dedicated for Shani temple. So it's very famous in Tamil Nadu as well as in Puducherry. People used to go there yearly once, and they will bath in that particular pond that is called as Nalatirtha, which is in Tirunalar. So I also went with my few of my friends, and we went. I mean, so next morning I have to go to the temple, and there is a pond nearby. So we went on day prayer, and we stayed over there. And in the early morning, around 3:30, we wake up, and because that will be a large crowd will be there to visit the temple. So directly at the early morning at around 3:30, we went to the pond, and the pond was little dirty, and it was kind of very difficult to bath over there. Since it's a small pond, they kind of clean it, but maybe it will be like in different durations like that. It's little early in the morning, and we went there, and it was very difficult to bath. But usually we have to bath there, and after that only we have to go to the temple. So somehow we have bath, but it was very like it gives kind of vomiting sense and all. Like it was very difficult for me, and people around me are also kind of worrying why the government is not taking action, or like why they haven't cleaned. It was kind of striking for me. I mean, I also used to worry like that, but I feel something instead of like just worrying, we have to do any small action which we have to take, and it will automatically will give to the betterment of the society. That's what I felt. So after that, I bathed anyway. Then I went to the temple and prayed to the temple. Then when I came back, then after that, what I did is that time in Puducherry, governor is lieutenant governor is uh, Giran Bedi ma'am. So I in social media she will be very active during that
Yes,
time.
still
So
she is.
yeah. So I have sent a message saying that mentioning the incident, and I just mentioned like this thing happened, and it will be because this is a very famous temple, and there will be a lot of people who come and like bath over there. So immediately from the governor office, they DM'd me through separate messaging and mentioning that we have forwarded the complaint to the collector office. So that particular temple comes under a particular that will be that is the district separately it is there. So it is coming under Karaikal district. That collector they have forwarded the complaint. So after that, um, after that within a few minutes they have sent the collector number. I mean I don't know which it is collector number or not. They mentioned you just call to this number within half an hour. So after that half an hour I have called to that particular number. So directly the collector of the Karaikal has picked the phone. He mentioned he forwarded he got the request coming from the governor office, and they have sent the people to clean the pond. And with after that he mentioned you just wait for half an hour, and then we will call you back and we will confirm you whether the pond is cleaned or not. So in another half an hour they have cleaned the pond, and they have again collector has called me mentioning the pond has been cleaned, you can go and check as well. So actually they have cleaned the pond, and it was very for me it was like whatever we are seeing in TV or whatever, just mentioning like okay if means usually like government they won't take any actions for the welfare of people, something like that. We will keep on like we will hear from common people, right? So that is not the case. If you do, if I have just taken a very small step, very small step, but it has
It
changed
has,
the things actually.
yes,
Yeah,
it
that's
has
what I have
changed.
learned actually based on this incident.
Absolutely. So you addressed one, you just mentioned one thing that the karma is something which is right there. The blessing should be there. So I always say, who are very close to me, and as you know that I'm an educator. So I always say to my team and students also, in any of the case, if your account balance is gone, don't worry. Keep your blessing balance always in ample. So you never know in what way, in which form the blessings will work for you. So this is, you are right. And the other thing which I can take it from you is that action speaks. Instead of sitting and only be talking about the situation, it will not resolve. You had taken that action, and your action has just converted that, forced them to clean that space and whatever. It is just a request which you had made, and then it has happened. So it's like something keep. And then if you had a desire to do something constructive, definitely the universe will work for you. And this has happened in your case. So, rightly said, the only thing is to take action. Sitting and yelling and crying and brooding over the situation will not help, but action speaks. And very well title given to your book, The Action Speaks. So, then what are simple thing, because as many youths they are there, and what do you think that what are the simple yet very impactful ways they can inculcate in their daily lives to bring this change in the society and community altogether?
Yeah. What I feel is like we have to give time for realization in our busy life, and we might miss to realize like we don't have give time for ourselves. So, but if you give some time for ourselves in day-to-day life, definitely like it will come. Our thoughts will come. Okay, what we are doing, or like whether we are going in the right direction. So these kind of thoughts will come, and we will be knowing. Okay, we have to take some at least some step. And so one more thing, what I feel is like now I am around the age of 35. So I always feel like after a particular age we have to start giving something to the society back. That's what
Absolutely.
actually our
Very right. Very right. Rightly said. Giving back to the society. And today
yeah
on 26th, when we are talking about this term, remember our preamble, which says justice, liberty, and then equality and fraternity. So, fraternity is all about giving back to the society where you are respecting the environment, the people around, and community. So, community services are selfless services which you need to do. And what role do you believe that as an education plays in fostering a culture of service and social responsibility? What do you think that how the education is going to help them?
Yeah, education actually, I feel like because I am from 90s, 89 born. So when I was studying, we have moral classes. I mean, separate subject for moral.
Yes.
So whatever I have read, it was because it is in during the like earlier stages of my life. I mean, in childhood days. So it was so it went inside me, and it was kind of reflecting because we have read a lot of moral and ethical values. I feel that is actually very important during the childhood days, and I have seen like how there is a difference between the what we are preaching in theory and if you see it in reality. It's not like all over the place, but there is a difference that we have to bridge that gap.
Exactly.
So during childhood days, we have to like from for my kids as well, like we have to educate teach them like uh, the world will be is like everybody is dependent on each other. Actually, it's humanity is which is very important, and I always feel like kindness is more important than intelligence. That I have realized little bit later in my life.
I also
So
believe that intelligence is the one thing and the kindness is the supreme. When you are kind, you will attract everything good in your life. Yes, please. Hmm.
and like there are like and the friends who are with me like they are also very helpful like I used to take them to the volunteering activities. Initially they might hesitate, but later it was like very enjoyable and very satisfying for everyone who goes over there. I feel like there are in different I mean and in states like Karnataka I have seen like there is separate marks for doing volunteering activity in certain degrees. So they have to compulsorily in a particular stream they have to do volunteering. So because it's kind of maybe for example during our adulthood age we will be kind of always happy or like doing things which makes us happy. But if you go to any volunteering activity, like going to a school, children's school, or going to old age home, or going to any other activity, whichever you like it. It was like it was it will open up our mind actually to understand the world and what is the reality. So it is very important to go do this activity. And I have seen people coming from outside India, and they come to NGOs to understand how the volunteering works here, and they pay money for do the volunteering. So
Exactly.
but we are not aware, have that much aware to understand what is the impact we do during volunteering, and what is the impact which is creating inside me. So I was actually a little bit like shy kind of person. I mean, I used to talk with friends easily, but for new people, I was a little bit shy previously. After I did my this volunteering activity, I was not shy. And it might have actually it has an impact on me, but I am not sure like what are the areas which has impacted me after doing volunteering. It has changed me, and I tend to understand more in terms of people. That's what I feel. It has teach me a lot by
Okay.
doing that.
You wrote 15 stories in total in your book. 16 and 17 is all about acknowledgement and about your. So 15 times you had experienced a different energy, a different, challenges. So what is that one rewarding experience for you when you were writing the action speaks? And after
Yeah,
that also, what has been the most rewarding?
yeah. I was mostly doing volunteering because I have associated with HCL, and after that I moved to Infosys. So I continue with doing activities, volunteering activities. The more kind of touching for me, and it was like very deep inside me, is like there was an NGO Enable India, which is in Bangalore. I used to volunteer over there, and the people who work there, and the founder like Shanti Raghavan ma'am, she is kind of amazing. And I used to go on weekend where they have given me opportunity to do interview people who are physically disabled and specially able. So what my supposed to do is like they will people will be coming from different places, so they have kind of different like they are differently able. So the thing is we have to find the right opportunity of job for them. So they might have completed the engineering or like arts degree, but it will be very difficult for them to get into a job. So what they have is in their NGO. So they have a separate like specific, for example, what kind of disability they have. Based on that, there is a associated job opportunities they will be having already listed, and they have the tie-up with the companies as well. So and they have a separate research team where, for example, let's say there are people with different disabilities. So if they want to be work in a like software company or something, they need to go into certain kind of training, which will enable them to work in a computer or something. So they have like dedicated program for 3 months or 2 months. They will once I will interview them. I mean, there are different panel members as well. I have also given opportunity to take the interview, and there will be set of questions which we will ask. So based on that, then we will categorize what kind of jobs they can go for, and then after that, there will be targeted like training programs where they will put in.
Okay.
Within that, then they will be going to the job. So that was very, because I can see the reality now itself. I mean, once they come into that and they will go for the training, and then within few months they will go into a job.
Okay, that's really good. So, what is second in line? What's next for you in terms of projects or initiatives that align with the book message?
Uh, I am writing in terms of book. I am writing the Tamil version
Okay,
now.
that's really good. So,
Yeah.
yes.
And after that, I used to travel a lot. I like going to historic places. So I have went to Hampi, Badami. I stayed over there number of days, and I will be writing stories about the history of India, which I am also learning. So I'll be writing stories about historic places in India.
That's really
And then,
good. That's really good because we should be well aware because books they'll take you any places. If you are sitting here, I can you can travel anywhere to any country, any city, any place, whatever, historical or scientific, anywhere. Books will take you. And this is a noble thing which you are going to do. The best wishes for your upcoming book. And what one message would you like to give it to all the youth of this country, of this, because they are coming, they're the future. So, how come they should feel that they should come to this field as a selfless service, and they should join the, this movement of being serving the community? Please give them, because I can. When I was reading there is a one story of joy of giving. So these are little stories of few words, but having a good message in it. So please address to this people all around who are watching you, what is that one message which you would like to give it to them?
yeah. So actually, what we are going giving to the community is actually a joyous activity, and the satisfaction which we are going to get over there, which cannot be explained through words. And once
Yes.
you start doing this kind of activities, then you will understand like where the happiness lies in. And means instead of like it's not like we have to go to Bangalore or whatever location. So we can start from our hometown itself, or like in your wherever you are native, and see around, and just start with simple step. For example, there will be blood donation camps which will happen. So go and join that, and just you can learn a lot of things. It's not only like just giving something to the society. You can learn about what is leadership. Everything, it's kind of practical training which you can get it if you are going and doing these kind of activities. Just to take a small step, it should not be necessary like you have to spend money or something like that. It's kind of, so as I mentioned in the book also, like it's not about fully giving money or something.
No.
So you have to do. There are a lot of people who can give money,
Yes.
but there is only few people who can spend time and dedicate their effort over there. So that's where actually the gap lies, and we can take a small step, and
Yes.
it can improve further. But just think in that like take a small step, that is sufficient.
Mhm. That's true. That's true. Thanks for being there and sparing your time for, though you are spending a lot for the social cause, but coming to the screen and talking about your journey as an author, as a volunteer, as a computer software engineer, it's a huge thing. And one thing which I would like to address to the audience who are watching, see, it's all about your inner consciousness. And if you are going to do it by all your heart and soul, definitely there will be a change. There will be a change in the society, which you can see it not in that particular moment, but gradually will see the changes all around. And your small act, like picking off these plastic bags, and promoting and planting the trees. This is also a social cause. And keeping your particular area, wherever you are residing, that area clean is also a social cause, because you are contributing to the nature and preserving the nature for the upcoming generations, because we have this onus and responsibility to take care of our, the first thing first, the mother earth, and then to the society, the community where we are living together. So thank you for giving us such an insightful journey of your book, The Action Speaks, and I'm waiting for your next book, because I must say it has given me a lot of insight. Your every story is well weaved, and it's, although it's a true life stories, so it's not a fabricated one. It's a like real stories, so it has a lot of values. And best wishes for your next project. And soon we are going to join for another insightful and learning session. Thank you for being there,
Yeah,
Shivraj.
thanks for giving me the opportunity.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thanks to everybody, everyone who has joined. I can see Ikra, Rupali, Suragni ma'am, Mishti, and from I think Jen. There are so many, Poonam and Preet Kasturi, So many of them, they had joined today, and I'm so happy. Bhavna, Himanshu, and I'm happy that if you are going to collect any single message from it, so that's the moment of change for you. There are I can sorry if I'm not able to take your name, because there are so many viewers who are there, and if our conversation has given you a heart touching message, so please go and do something for society. The Everybody is waiting for you to come up with your good stories as a volunteer. So once again, happy Republic Day, and remember one thing: together we can, and we will make a big difference, and that difference is going to change the world altogether. Have a nice day.
Yeah,
Thank you.
thank you.
I should just put the cross over it and it will save, no? Shivraj,
Yeah,
is it?
I think so.
Yeah, yeah. I don't want to miss this. Okay. Have a nice day.